Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Demon Spawn Summoner of Ashen'Zari for week 7 of the Crawl Sudden Death Challenge. And you can see I left myself a little note here to remember Zot 20. So what is Zot 20? I don't know if I've mentioned it at all in this series. Certainly not in this playlist, but maybe in one of the other CSDC playlists. Is if you... just like last week, we did the no melee challenge, which you can do any 1 week you want of the Crawl Sudden Death tournament. Zot 20 is a thing you can do any 1 week that you want. And what is it? Well, it's enter the realm of Zot at or below level 20. And so that's like kind of hard. Like, I think my record is like, let's actually check. L.br.enter equals Zot, min equals XL. 22 is the lowest I ever went in as a troll. But, I mean, that's because previously I've never really been in a hurry to enter Zot. Here in Snake, though... Oh, I have poison resistance. Okay, I was thinking, I need to swap my ring of poison resistance on. But the reason I'm not wearing it anymore is because I got that robe. Got it, okay. And so, I think Ash should actually be really good for that. Dithmenos would be good, too. I think the hard part of the whole thing is going to be getting through depths. I don't think we'll have a lot of trouble getting 3 runes. What is all that? Sure, I'll take a peek. That's a Naga sharpshooter. I do not like Naga sharpshooters, personally. But, so Ash is extremely good in the Abyss. I would argue that Ash is better than Lugonu in the Abyss, and Lugonu is like the god of the Abyss. Let's put it here and summon some shadow creatures. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot of shadow creatures. So we want to do Snake before we get to level 20, obviously, if we're going to do Zot 20. And, I mean, if I can't do Zot 20, it's not the end of the world. But I think we can get the Abyssal Rune, like, with no trouble at all. I was searching a minute ago to make sure that I was correct about there being a Ring of Teleport existing in the game, and there is. Ooh. +3 ring mail is actually a little bit appealing. Although I guess I would lose the poison resistance. Yeah, let's not. Getting through depths to find both the Abyss entrance and the Zot entrance at the bottom should be the hard part, I think. Being... Snake is... Please die. Okay. I don't like Naga Ritualists very much either, but I think this should be okay. Yeah. Alright, so let's just back off to heal. Because like I said, Ash in the Abyss, you can see all the... You can see gates out, like, as soon as you get there. You can find items, you can see enemies on the other side of walls and just avoid them. So that's like, it's just really, really good for avoiding problems in the Abyss, and you can kind of spot the rune from a mile away as well. And so with digging, we can just enter in to the right. I mean, not every Abyssal Rune Vault is amenable to this, but I have had an Ashen Zari game on Combo Robin where I spotted, I came down to Abyss 3 and I saw a structure that looked suspicious, so I walked over to it. I saw it on the map from Ash's passive mapping. It was on the other side of the map, but, so I walked over there, saw something that looked kind of like a rune vault with some scary monsters. I scryed. Scryed? I guess scryed is the word. Saw the rune and some monsters, looked around, found the rock wall to dig in and skip all the hard part, and then just went in and killed a few monsters and took the rune. It's like super easy. And you get a ton of piety too while you're in there, because Ash likes it when you explore, and the Abyss is full of places to explore. And we don't really need the piety right now, but you can use it to transfer skills, basically. So it should be pretty easy to get the rune, the Abyssal rune. As I said, we just have to. What's not going to be easy necessarily is getting to the Abyss and getting to Zot, all while not getting to level 20 yet. I think Ash is maybe a little bit worse at that than Dithmenos would be, but not a lot worse, because we can spot the portals from the other side of the map. We can see the enemies coming at us through walls and dodge them that way. And so we should be able to skip the hardest parts of depths, I think. I'm really going through food, I didn't think my spells were that hunger causing, but I guess I should go easy on shadow creatures a little bit. I don't know, it's probably not a big deal. The amount of food that I'm spending here is not actually that big, and there's a ton of food in this game, right? Yeah, forget it. I'll just cast whatever I want. And so Snake, we're fighting stuff in Snake, which means it's, in some ways, more dangerous. Oh, I gotta remember I have those rods. Oh, alright. I'm coming back to this today. The last session I played was yesterday, and so I didn't do something I should have done, which is refamiliarize myself with what stuff I'm carrying. Okay. Oh, there's that Book of Beasts, isn't there? That's why I was training spellcasting, to learn Summon Hydra. Or maybe even Summon Mana Viper? Hydra, I guess. And Butterflies is good too. Just to, distract enemies and... Ooh, a Sun Demon, thanks. That's the Lightning Spire. I don't like getting the idea of getting constricted here. So this is why I would love to have a Demon Trident that's reasonably well enchanted. So I could just stand here and attack these guys. Whereas now I can't really do that. I don't want to get close enough to a bunch of them that they can constrict me. I don't know. I mean, my summons seem to be doing all right. I need more backup for this. There we go. That should do. And of course we're getting some experience in here, but we won't get very much in Abyss. And in depths, we'll be underleveled for depths for sure, but we can dodge most of the enemies, and we won't be able to kill most of them, so we won't have to worry too much about getting experience. Do I dive here at all? I think no. I'd rather be getting experience on Snake 1 than Snake 2. Just because, like, on average, it'll be easier. And we're going to need to get this experience at some point. And, you know, maybe it would be nicer to get it in vaults after getting the Zot 20 achievement or something, but... Okay, so that's... I want to remember to bring Resist Mutation, which there's somewhere else, right? Into the Abyss when I go. And also the Ring of Teleport. Is that what it's called? Teleportation, I suppose, is what it's called. What is... a bunch of yellows? Hello? Naga Sharpshooters, Naga, Black Mamba. Okay. Okay, I can go this way. He's a glaive. There we go. Let's get him closer. I guess sharpshooter. I just wanted him to be like in a position where the lightning spire can get him without hitting me. And like this stealth is pretty alright. Yeah, let's get Summon Hydra. Yep. Put on H? Maybe capital H. I don't know. Either is probably fine. Oh, well, don't pick that up then. Let's just eat it. Look at all... I like Shadow Creatures is so good sometimes. And other times it's like, I got an orc. Hooray! I don't quite understand. But it certainly is making me glad to have summoning skill. Let's drop these needles, I guess. I'm not really finding a blowgun anytime soon. Wand of Fireball, that's good. We're still only level 16. Plenty low level to reach this goal. Especially if we let summons do fighting for us. That will reduce our experience. But I don't think there's any need to. I'm just gonna fight however is tactically best and let strategy take care of itself. I kind of would like to train up more stealth, because I'm really enjoying these stabs. It's making things go a lot easier. Yeah, so like there, we got one Naga, which is not, I guess, not the worst thing ever, but it's not great. Scroll of Identify is superb. Let's drop my Wand of Random Effects again. And once I level up, I'll learn Summon Butterflies. And that will let me drop... let's identify... Disintegration. How important is it to be able to dig a kill hole? I think it's pretty good because we'll want to use it in Abyss. Sure. And I'd like to remember to read those extra scrolls when I'm done with this floor. Ha, get stabbed. It's like my stealth is only 8. I don't really understand why I'm getting all these stabs, but... Like, if I were playing a Spriggan Enchanter, I would have, like, 15 stealth by now, at least. And I would be mostly getting stabs, but not exclusively. So I'm surprised that this low amount of stealth is as effective as it's been. There's 2 scrolls of enchant weapon on the floor, and we are not carrying any. Okay. Just trying to keep an eye on that, because like when I can get my Demon Trident up to like +5 or 6, I think it should be better than this. Actually, even before then, I would maybe even 4. And it'll be nice to do that transfer before we head into Abyss, just to save on the Ash Piety. To take advantage of the free Piety we'll get for visiting Abyss, basically. Because it costs a lot of Piety to transfer skills, which is fine. You like rarely spend any Ash Piety, so spending a lot is not a big deal. Let's drop the Scroll of Curse Armor. We're not really doing that anytime soon, and we can always just pick it right back up. And let's identify a potion. Magic. Good to have, especially with Spirit Shield. A new book. Summonings. Ooh. Alright. Well, so what does this have that's actually good? It has Summon Demon is alright. Summon Forest is a spell that I don't totally get. Like, I've used it, and I thought it was pretty cool early on in my dungeon crawl career, but then I realized later on, like, it just seems to summon a couple not very good monsters. I don't know. Maybe my spell power was really low. I mean, you get, like, a Dryad and some trees. And the trees can't move, but they attack adjacent things, and sometimes you get some vines. I don't know. It's weird. But Abjuration is handy to have, although we probably won't need it yet. And Summon Demon, I don't know. I think I'm happier with Shadow Creatures. So I think I'm going to leave this book alone and then maybe later learn a spell or 2 from it. Can't reach some places. What kind of trap is this? It's a teleport trap. Well, you can always blink across traps if you are willing to try a few times. Although getting back out is going to be a little tricky because we can see way more squares that are inside the trap. Oh, I can just step on it. That's fine. All right. Still only level 16, so that's fine. I'm keeping an eye on my level, even though I know it's not going to be a problem. Just like sort of generalized anxiety of like I don't want to mess it up, and I don't see any reason why I would mess it up, but I'll keep an eye on it just so that's less likely to happen. Things I have messed up include forgetting to read those scrolls. I would love to free up this inventory space and find out what my scrolls are. Vulnerability, enchant armor. Okay. Well, let's enchant up this hat, I guess. Now, is there any like dragon armor we would like to make? I could take Steam Dragon. Would be pretty okay. And that's, you know, a way to spend like 6 scrolls of enchant armor. Or we could try to make fire dragon armor, which would be a little bit heavier. And we would lose our poison resistance, but the heaviness would be good. It would mean we would get more armor, and I don't think it would be nearly so heavy as to be a problem for our spell casting. So I would kind of like some fire dragon armor, but I think I'm going to finish off Snake before I make it, so that I don't lose the poison resistance or have to go pick up that ring of poison resistance. Although I'm carrying it. I see. I could just swap it. I left my rod on the ground. Rod. Snake 2. Go get. A. Alright. Yeah, so that enchant armor, I think I'll just leave here on Snake 2 and come back for it later. There's no way I'm getting a 50,000 turn win, so that's the other bonus it would be nice to do this week, but that is completely, I don't understand how to play quickly. So I'm not going to try. I think it would just, I mean, it's already too late. You can, like, win 15 rune games in less than 50,000 if you're a speedrunner. But I'm playing in Crawl Sudden Death Challenge because it's not, like, speedrunning. It's careful playing. And that's what I'm good at and I have fun with. Oh, good. More blinking. That's great. We got a Greater Naga. That's pretty good. Yeah, Shadow Creatures is really a strong spell. And earlier, I was not using it as much as I... Oh, I also have Evoke Berserk Rage. That's a thing I can use. I'm going to take a rest here before I approach that Greater Naga. What is that? Dead. It would be nice to be able to stab the Greater Naga, but I think I'll be fine with summons if he wakes up. Alright, Short Blades is at level 12, so we can turn that off now, which will give us a lot more experience the other stuff we were training. And dodging and fighting seem pretty good. But I think actually just training summonings and stealth right now is alright as well. Let's actually use this Lamp of Fire that's been sort of burning a hole in our pocket, so to speak. Oops. I attacked my Greater Naga. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. That went way off target. The Lamp of Fire doesn't travel in a perfectly predictable path. Perfectly predictable path, very alliterative. So the thing to do now is immediately leave, because I have ruined this encounter. You know, some more stuff might die, but if I stick around, I might die. There's Izul. Okay. Well, not great, but... That was a little bit careless. He has Poison Arrow, which probably could hurt a lot. He also has Sleep. Yeah, I think I'm gonna drink some heal wounds here just in case. I'm surprised we're not doing more damage. All right. So that heal wounds, I don't know. It made me feel a lot better about the possibility of getting, like, put to sleep and then nailed with a Poison Arrow. Which would have been quite worrying without drinking a heal wounds. I don't know. Could it have killed me? Maybe. Maybe not. I guess I could also change some more spellcasting. You know, the hunger would still be nice to get rid of. Wow, they just absolutely demolished that Lightning Spire. Yeah, here we are back to the scene of the crime. where we attacked all of our summons accidentally. Whoops. Let's not do that again. Spear of Pain. You know, Pain is a cool brand. We're not really using Necromancy, and we don't want to downgrade to a Spear. Well, it's a downgrade from our impending upgrade, I guess, to we will eventually have a Demon Trident. Ooh, that was a big lightning explosion. Alright, so the snake is going fine. It's not exactly going flawlessly. But we only had like one kind of dangerous scenario up on, I think, Snake 1. I forget what happened. It was just like I was tabbing a bunch of stuff and then I started taking damage, so I started to be careful. And then we had that mishap here on Snake 3 where we attacked our summons. But it wasn't particularly dangerous. There was plenty of time to teleport away. Wow, this whole army, I love it. There's not, my black mob is being restricted, that's fine. There's not a spell power component to shadow creatures. And I don't totally understand why. It seems like it could afford to summon more guys if you have higher spell power, but it doesn't, apparently. Alright, let's head into Stake 4. And another thing, by the way, is that I have a ton of magic mapping. Which is something I didn't mention, but I did think about when I was thinking about how Depths and Abyss, well, not Abyss, but how Depths is going to go, is normally I like to, you know, save my magic mapping for unusual scenarios or for Zot. But here, I think Depths is a big enough issue because we want to take it very early that I might use my Scrolls of Magic Mapping in Depths. Just to find the stairs so I don't have to fight as much stuff. Alright, where's the rune? Where's the rune? If I had to guess, up here, but that's just because I can see that area, and actually, yeah, it's up here, because this is the kind of entwined serpent map. Like, there's the two entrances, kind of like this line and this line leading here, and then it curves around like this, and it's going to curve around again up higher. I can't scroll any higher, but it's going to be, you know, a third of a screen above this or something is what I think is going on. This is a lot of enemies, so we want a lot of allies. Can sustain 4 creatures summoned by this spell. I always think it's 3. Yeah, now there's this like entire Naga civil war going on all of a sudden. Although we're taking quite a bit of damage from something, so I'm going to back off. I think it's the Shock Serpent. I'm going to let my Nagas do most of the fighting on this battle, I guess. Nagas and assorted other shadow creatures. And in fact, just go back upstairs since most of this stuff is unfriendly. Naga dies, Salamander dies, that's fine. Okay. Let's go rest. And repel missiles. I noticed I was watching some of the footage earlier and I said dispel missiles, which made me laugh, because that's not a real thing that you can use. 2 Shock Serpents. Let's just take 1 upstairs. They're kind of dangerous even with repel missiles. Yeah, like if I had 2 of those, that would have been a lot more dangerous. I don't know. If I had 2, I would have maybe responded a little bit more aggressively. Let's actually just go grab another staircase. That one's a little bit crowded. Oh, here we go. Now we can sort of approach the same group a little more cautiously. Okay, there goes the Naga Sharpshooter, which is a monster I don't like very much. The Shock Serpent I also don't like, and good, because he's dead. So I'm not going to be able to use the same tactics I did in Swamp 4 to get this rune, because basically everything in Snake can see invisible. I mean, the Salamander... Actually, can't Salamander? I think they can't, right? Salamander... Yeah. But most of the monsters in here are Nagas, so like the serpents and black mambas and so on can't see invisible, but the Nagas all can, and there are so many of them that, and even though like most of the Nagas aren't very threatening, they'll make noise, which will wake up the guys who can't see invisible. So basically everyone's going to be awake, and invisibility won't help that much. I'm going to back off. I don't want to get constricted in there. Yeah, I'm starving. Fine. Oh, I could have eaten this salamander. Wasn't aware. But, you know, it's fine. There's plenty of food in this game. That's a lot. That's too many Naga Sharpshooters. I'm going to leave. Let's just not go in here yet, shall we? That's a lot of Naga Sharpshooters. I'm starting to wonder if Vashnia's around. Ow, gosh. I'm hoping I could maybe kill one of them before I go back upstairs. But I also don't want to let them keep shooting me. Everybody, could you kill this one? And they have portal projectiles, so they can shoot right through my monsters. Yeah, this is no good. Vashnia is pretty scary in general. And she comes with a pack of sharpshooters. I wonder if it's possible it would be nice to kill her, because I think she's one of the two uniques that nobody in my .17 tournament team has killed yet. And again, like, I don't care too much about that, but, you know, some of the other guys do. And if I can get a kill, it would be nice to do so. But I'm gonna obviously, like, prioritize surviving in this game over that. Oof. Everyone kill that. Thank you. Wow, we do regenerate mana very quickly. I didn't realize just how quickly. Have I missed any interesting artifacts? Not really. All right. We're still level 16, not even level 17 yet. No rush to do stuff before level 20. I thought there would be stuff. Whoa! Boy, they explode real big when you stab them. it's nice to be able to like see around corners like that. And just, okay. Whoa, wait, was I wrong? What is this? Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here, but I don't think this is the rune vault. Right? What's going on? It's just a stair vault, right? Black Mambas, Nagas, okay, well. I'm not sure what the deal is here. I think I can get a scry in on all that stuff, right? Yeah, okay, well. Looks like just some kind of vault. Obviously, right? And the entrance is over here, so let's just not enter. How's that sound? And then maybe we can come in later if we want. But it's a lot of challenging monsters, and it doesn't lead to the rune, so you know that's great information to have. Thanks again, Ash. All right, level 17. Let's grab summon butterflies. Yep. Put it on you. What's up here? Nothing interesting, right? There's a book. Okay, that's cool. Can I get there? No. Obviously I can't. I just, the exclusions that I've put down will prevent me. So, we're done exploring aside from areas that get us into the rune vault, so that's fine. Now I'll just come up here and explore as well. Because I'd love to see what that book is. This door is open but leads nowhere. So that tells me that the vault like starts here and sort of winds down this way. Okay, let's see this book, please. The Book of the Sky. Well, Deflect Missiles is not yet really castable. I don't think I want any of the rest. Silence could be cool eventually, but not now. And I don't really see it being that useful ever, really. But, you know, it's keep an open mind. Maybe we'll want it for some reason. Yeah, okay. So then there's all this stuff, which we've already peeked at the loot, which is nice. And I think I'll just pass. Fuming Gray. I actually don't have any of those yet. Interesting. Alright, so let's clear off this exclusion and head into the rune vault. Actually, I often try to kill hole this area because it's kind of hard to... It's a big open corridor to just, and there's just so many monsters in it. But I don't know, maybe just having... Oh, a Robe of the Archmagi, huh? I guess I don't care at all about that now that I think about it. But it sounded cool. But the fact that we have friendly summons sort of means that fighting in the open... I don't know if it's good, but it's not nearly as bad as it usually is, because there are more monsters that can get surface area on us, but we can get surface area on the monsters as well. So we can sort of handle bigger groups. Oh, poison. Alright, the poison is not a big deal yet. But these guys all, like, make a bunch of noise. Oh my gosh. I hate sharpshooters so much. And so the problem is they're gonna attract the entire like Ruin Vault down on top of us pretty soon. Is why I don't want to just march in there. Not so much because the monsters we're facing right now are too hard. Like the group that we ran into, yeah, we can take it, no problem. See, we just did. But if you charge in there, you end up fighting like the entire vault at once, which I think it's fair to say is too hard. Even if you can beat it, it's harder than stuff you really should be fighting if you have a better option. But overall, Snake has gone pretty well, I think. Oh, I didn't... What was the point of a Lightning Spire to fight a Shock Serpent? I just sort of thought it was an Anaconda. I didn't look very closely. You know, it's hard to tell all these snakes apart. Can I get a stab? That would be pretty cool. Nice. Every Greater Naga we don't have to fight is a big improvement in my life. There, that was a good Shadow Creatures. Let's push our luck while we've got an army. But we still want to rest. You don't, even if you've got an army, you don't want to fight all this at low health. If there's no reason to. You know, sometimes there's a reason to push onward, but normally, of course, you would rather rest. That's a pretty sizable army already, just from one casting of Shadow Creatures. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this character, I have to say. I'm still not totally sure. Ooh, what is all that? Greater Naga, 2, 3 sharpshooters. That's a lot. Okay, so we're going to be putting down some more summons, I guess. I'm still not sure how we're going to deal with Orb Running of Tomb. I mean, even Orb Running the Serpent of Hell, it's a little more straightforward than Tomb, but I don't think it's... I think it's fairly difficult because you have to actually kill a tough monster, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big a deal. Whereas the Tomb, like, I'm already not, like, super happy about Tomb in general. We're being teleported, which, I don't know, I guess it's fine. I could use a Scroll of Teleport to stay here. But what's the worst that happens, right? We get dropped here? Yeah, I'll just be teleported. I don't mind. You can have me. And in fact, let's back off so we don't take more damage while we wait to teleport. Oh, it moved us here. All right. That's actually a pretty good teleport. What? Did I get blinked? What happened? Oh, I see. The first one was a blink. We got hit with an Arrow of Dispersal. And this one is a teleport. Interesting. All right. Ow! All right, get some more summons up. And everything's dead. Great. Is there anything to eat here? Looks like no. I could use some more HP, like I would like to train fighting. And I think wow, what is it? What is it? All my Pips of Hunger, I guess, are in Summon Hydra. Yikes. I think I can stop spellcasting and get fighting and dodging. I like that my evasion is so high, of course. 30 is pretty good. But I would like to add some armor into that mix. This is too many sharpshooters. And our summons are killing stuff pretty effectively. Everyone kill that sharpshooter right there, please. Alright, that shout woke up the neighborhood, but I think it was worth it. We got some more kills in. Okay, now kill that sharpshooter. And I'm just going to pass my turn down here, not do anything until this sharpshooter problem is dealt with. Okay. That's why Summoner is so strong. Like, if there's an enemy you don't want to fight, but you have to kill it, you can kill it without fighting it. Just summon an army, stand on the other side of the room. This is actually... Wow, our magic is regenerating so fast. And I just keep noticing that over and over because it's really noticeable. This is a friendly Shock Serpent, so this is not actually hurting me. Okay, I was a little worried about that. All right, that's enough. Let's get going. We need to rest. Sense a monster nearby. There's a Shock Serpent somewhere, but I didn't catch where. Oh, enchant armor. That's nice. So we now have like two enchant armors, I think. I'm being teleported again, which is still fine with me. See if you guys can kill the Naga, Greater Naga, before I teleport away. My magic resistance is like pitifully low, which is why I'm getting teleported so much. How long has this video gone? Not bad. We should be able to grab the rune. And I mean, I'm not going to stop the video before we get the rune anyway, but I don't think it should take too long. I may have mixed up the words video and rune in that sentence. I'm not really sure. It's possible that I said I'm not going to stop the rune until we get the video, but I hope you guys knew what I meant, whether I said the right thing or not. You know, I just noticed these walls are stone. Previously, when I've been in here, they always seem to be metal. And I guess that's just random. And maybe they've been stone lots of times, and I just remember, like, the first time I was here it was metal, and then I never really looked. Okay, so here's the rune. Hurrah! That's 2. And look, we can observe our runes. How nice. And the next one we want is Abyssal. You know, should be the easy 3rd rune for an Ash follower. What's going on? Somebody is sending me a message. Lasty screwed something up in his week 6 game. I don't even remember what the bonuses were. Oh, entering Orc. I see. Cool. So, I mean, he is one of my top competitors for winning the tournament. Him and LDF, and I think maybe one other person are... As long as I do reasonably well this week, I think they're like the only 2 or 3 people who have a chance of beating me. So it's cool that he messed it up. But I'm friends with Lasty. I also like him to do well. If he asked me for advice, I would try to give him good advice, and likewise. But it's nice to have a friendly rivalry, and it's nice when the rivals do badly and when they do well. So I guess I'm gonna just get out of the snake here. I'm gonna grab the Scroll of Enchant Armor that I left on Snake 2 on the way out. And then we'll call it a video. Can I get this book as well? Because there are some spells in here I'd like to learn. It would be nice if they were. Well, let's drop the... No. An Excess Wand of Fireball, I guess, is fine to drop. And let's go back to dungeon. Go back to dungeon. All right, that's it for this episode, guys. We made a lot of progress, and I think we've got a great plan for what to do next. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.